By learning more about your genome, you have taken a major step preparing yourself for the genome era. Today I'm going to talk about Anglo-Saxon DNA. This includes the primary Frisian Y-DNA haplogroup, which is the R1b subclade U106, S21, R1b8, U106L47, R1b8, U106L48, R1b8, U106L48X, and R1b8, U106L148. It also includes R1b, 1b, 2a, 1a, the mitochondrial DNA, or U5 and U5b2a. U5 is a very ancient group. It's over 25,000 years old and is found in North and Central Europe. Other DNA markers include those of the Jutes, or the Aodes, which is a more Scandinavian DNA type, I1, and the original Fries DNA, which is E1b1b. This DNA shows up on DNA tests as Great Britain and Scandinavia on MyHeritage and Ancestry. On GEDCOM, it shows up as Baltic on the Eurogenes K13 test. Most Dutch DNA shows up as North and Western European. Scientists have found that an average of 25 to 40% of the ancestry of modern Britons is attributable to the Anglo-Saxons. The fraction of Saxon ancestry is the greatest in eastern England, closer to where the migrants originally settled. As you can see, a lot of my DNA does come from the Anglo-Saxon ancestry. My grandfather's family actually was from Schotterland in Friesland in the Netherlands, so a lot of my DNA comes from that. Now, the Fries people did disappear and were replaced by Anglo-Saxons in Friesland. The commonly accepted stories are either that the Romans pretty much wiped them out between 300 and 500 CE, which is kind of unlikely because their DNA does still show up around Belgium, or they were wiped out during a battle with the Anglo-Saxons in Beowulf. However, the most likely was that climate change forced them into Belgium. The areas were flooding. The Anglo-Saxons first showed up in Britain in the 500s. This was about the same time that they had the power vacuum that was created when the Romans withdrew from the area. Archaeological evidence shows that this was actually a peaceful invasion and that the wealth that they gained from trading their beautiful jewelry put them into positions of power. Now, there are vast regions of England that show almost universal Anglo-Saxon Y-DNA mark. I'm talking close to 100%. Wales, which is where the pure Britons moved, has almost none. What this actually indicates is that once they were in a position of power, they frequently practiced jus prima noctis, which is kind of a repugnant practice. They were in power for over 500 years, from about 550 CE to 1066 when Norman the Conqueror took over. So this would have given them a lot of opportunity to do this. We see this in the United States to a lesser degree, where slavery was practiced for a little over 150 years, and about 33% of African Americans have European Y-DNA markers. What I'm talking about is a lot of violence over centuries. The Anglo-Saxons divided the main British Isle up into 7 kingdoms. This stayed in effect until the Vikings forced them out of power, karma. The Viking invasions came in 2 waves. The first one resulted in the creation of the Danelaw in Yorkshire. But the main one, of course, was when William the Conqueror forced all of the Anglo-Saxons out of power. Current British nobility is of Norman descent, so this was the one that lasted. If you like this video, please subscribe and keep checking this channel to learn how to get the most out of your DNA test results. Thank you for watching.